I dedicate this book to my children, your mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, but most of all, I dedicate it to you. The you that resides beyond fear, the you who is willing to dive deep. My hope is for you to regain your personal power, help others, and ultimately lend your hand to Mother Nature herself. Wim Hof. Now, why do we do with Wim Hof? Why waste your time in the morning doing breathing techniques and torturing yourself with cold showers? Why? Because we live in a world of comfort. We're no longer exposed to the elements. We no longer stimulate our bodies in ways our primitive ancestors did to connect with their mind, to connect with the deep brains, to the primitive brains, to the crocodile brains, as Wim Hof says. Okay? So, why connect to the deeper parts of your brain? Right? Why would you need to do that? Why would you need to be able to heat yourself up at will? Why would you need to do these things? I have a jacket, I have a car, I have a condo. I don't need to do these things. I can heat myself up by just pressing a button or putting on a jacket, taking a hot shower, whatever. There's plenty of ways to warm up. Why do I need to do this? It's crazy, right? No, it's definitely not crazy. So 7 days in, how I feel. What I noticeably feel less stressed, feel less anxious, feel less paranoid about things. Your mind is just clearer. It's like it's tuned for success. It's like your mind is tuned for success when you're doing this. I'm able to think of better ideas. I'm able to rationalize things better. I'm able to think of what's good for me and what I want better, because you just clear those blockages in your mind. You clear the chemical blockages that Wim Hof talks about. I really highly suggest you look deeper into that, how emotions turn into chemical blockages. That's insane. I would never have thought that. I would never have thought that negative emotions can turn into chemical blockages and later influence inflammation, causing things like, depression and things you really don't want in your life. The more I dive deep into this method, the more questions I have, just like Einstein's theory, the more knowledge, the more questions. But I'm super intrigued, and I feel the benefits of practicing 7 days in a row. Like I said, I've done the Wim Hof method before. Like, I would feel crappy, or I just felt overwhelmed or stressed, and I would do the Wim Hof and it would just reset my energies back to normal. It's like you hit the reset button to factory settings, boop, where you're supposed to be happy, strong, and healthy. Okay? I know this sounds a little loony toony, it sounds a little too good to be true. I really highly suggest you look into it and try it for yourself. Now we're already 3 minutes in, and I haven't even said one thing about how I feel. My energy levels are definitely up. Excuse me, I already said my mind is more clear. I really feel like I'm recovering much faster. Yesterday I did my 30-40. I only ended up doing 30 pull-ups, 40 chin-ups, and today I feel like I haven't done anything. My body is just recovering much quicker. Now I think that is to do with me working out more also, but I think in combination it does complement it very well, because I usually don't heal that quick, because I have worked out before, obviously. I noticed inflammation throughout your whole body goes down. Now I had some chronic pains growing up and things like that still bug me here and there, that I have been working on, and I feel like your whole body just becomes less irritated and inflamed. It just, whatever issues you have, whether it's some kind of backache or wrist or whatnot, inflammation can be throughout your whole body, whatever it is. it just goes down. It takes the inflammation right out of your body. It's really amazing. And if you don't know, inflammation is the cause of all diseases. So once you bring that inflammation down, you really you avoid and prevent chronic illnesses and chronic diseases. And even depression is caused by inflamed parts of your brain due to blockages and other reasons. It feels like 7 days in, I feel like it's already releasing the negative energies that were built up in me. It feels like I feel less angry, I feel less agitated towards things. Sometimes I would wake up and I would be angry, and I wouldn't know why, I would just be angry, you know? It really kind of flushes all these frustrations out of your body, all these built up negative emotions through your life. You know, we all know life takes a big toll on you, gives you a bit of a beating. But it's not about how hard you fall, it's always about how fast you get up. And Wim Hof method will definitely help you with that too, whatever you're going through in life. I know, it sounds too good to be true, I know. Okay, so that's some of my mental benefits that I've noticed just 1 week in. And some of the physical that I noticed. I might have missed some. I'm gonna be going over the list again, and I'm gonna I'll include it in the next video if I did miss something. Like I said, previous videos, my appetite is also better, and I feel less cravings for crap. You know, I feel less cravings for bad things. You know, maybe it's because I'm conscious about what I'm trying to achieve here, but I get less cravings for vices as well. So overall, 1 week in, I feel great. I want to keep doing it. I'm getting a little more used to the cold water, which is crazy. I never thought I would. And I actually starting to feel like I want to get in that cold water. I want to try to achieve that body-mind connection. And the more you do it, the more you feel like you want to get deeper and deeper into it, because it feels great. It makes you feel great. And just like working out, it becomes addictive. So I just want to leave off on the note that I'm not disappointed in any way with my 7 days in. I'm actually surprised of how many benefits I'm feeling so quickly. Now, for example, I had some kind of a cyst forming behind my ear, and it was pretty big. It was weird. I do have a bit of a acne-prone skin, and this was just before I started. It was forming and became almost like a big bump under and behind my ear. And I was starting to get worried, like maybe I will have to get something done about it. 1 week later, it's not there anymore. It's just gone. It's gone. The cyst went away in about 7 days. Believe it or not. And other inflammations in my body have just really toned down, you know. I was a boxer for 5 years, so I have plenty of chronic pains from injuries. And I really feel like they're going down. It's insane. It's almost unbelievable for myself, let alone to just say it out loud. It sounds crazy. A week into it, I'm already recovering very quickly. So if you haven't tried the Wim Hof method yet, and you're waiting for something to come down from the heavens and give you a sign, let me be that sign. Start. Don't wait till tomorrow. Start today. Wim Hof method has many benefits that I haven't even learned about or mentioned yet. This is just a very tiny small list of the things that I mentioned on my video. Half the things I forget because I don't do these things pre-rehearsed. I just do it off the top of my head every morning. Just kind of give everybody an update on my experience. Right now, again, I'm gonna hit the sauna and cold showers, and I'm gonna try to hold it as long as possible. Today, longer than ever. I do feel like I'm starting to achieve that body-mind connection. I'm not nearly as cold and shivery and gaspy under cold water. I feel like I can relax. I feel like I can control my body temperature more. Not fully, but more. And today I learned about the horse stance and why it's good. So, for example, why the Wim Hof himself does the horse stance after cold exposure is because it warms your body up without making your heart race. When you have lengthy cold exposure, your limbs, your arms and legs become much colder than your core, because your body will try to preserve all the heat in your core and your vital organs. So your extremities, your arms, toes, legs, they will be filled with cold water when you're done this. And if you start doing push-ups and start getting your heart rate up too quickly when you come out of that cold ice bath, the cold blood in your extremities can mix in with the warm blood, and this could be dangerous. So you want to definitely learn of proper techniques of exposing yourself to the elements safely and gradually, because that's something I didn't know. Not that I have long exposure in the cold, but these things you definitely want to learn before you get too crazy. Okay? So although we all could do what the Wim Hof does, doesn't mean you can jump into it right away. He's been doing it for over 30 years now. So just take your caution. Don't give yourself hypothermia. Don't give yourself pneumonia. Don't mess yourself up. Hormetic stress is controlled stress, not overwhelming stress. Now, thank you everybody for being here, and everybody stay blessed. Hope to see you again.